owner and founder of TICKR Apparel, where our mission is to close wealth gap in the United States with crypto assets and dope fashion. I'm also the owner of TICKR Finance that you guys see back here. So TICKR Finance is the parent company. Then there's TICKR Apparel working on some other things as well. But you guys can visit. You see right there at the bottom www.tickerapparel.com to learn more and also purchase one of our 4 premium t-shirts. With every shirt, you'll receive 10% of the gross sale back in Satoshis via a link from Coinbase. So make sure you enter in the email address correctly so you can retrieve your Satoshis. So we're super excited about what's going on in TICKR Apparel. I'm rocking the shirt. Y'all see the hat. The hat is not available on the website at the moment. But you know, we got some good stuff going on. The first, and we're creating really a whole new category, which is urban finance fashion. Urban financial fashion doesn't exist. I just brought it into reality. It just started existing with TICKR Apparel. So cool, man. Y'all go to www.tickerapparel.com and check it out. And make sure you purchase a t-shirt, a premium t-shirt, or all 4 premium t-shirts. So let's go ahead and get into the reason that I don't think I did my screen share. So I could bring it up. So you guys wanted to know, man, what's up with Ethereum? So there's something that people aren't discussing, and it seems like a small, minute. It's actually not a small, minute detail. I just think it's going over people's heads because a lot of people are looking at crypto, and you're just looking like people do with most investments. People aren't necessarily taking the risk into consideration. It's just all about upside. But there's something up with Ethereum which I believe, and I know there's been conversation, at least during this bull cycle, whether or not Ethereum was going to flip Bitcoin, meaning that Ethereum would be valued at more than Bitcoin. That may happen eventually. I don't think in the long run that Ethereum will be the lead dog or the lead. It could be. It could be. Ethereum is obviously all the NFTs. A lot of the huge NFTs are being built on Ethereum. But there's one tidbit, and I had this discussion. I'm gonna show y'all this clip, and this is from Market Mondays with Earn Your Leisure. Huge fan of their platform. Them guys is killing it over there. Shout out to them brothers. I listened to a lot of what they got going on. But there was something that Ian said, and I was at a networking event, uh, and I was talking to my employer at the time. I was talking to one of the vice presidents, and we were just having a conversation about crypto. They know I like to invest in the stock market, so we just got on crypto, and I told him I had some crypto. We were talking about Ethereum, and I told him this is kind of the quicksand or the booby trap with Ethereum. So I'm gonna bring this clip up, and then I'm gonna pause it and elaborate on it exactly what it is. So let me see. Make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing, which you should be able to. Okay, cool. So again, this is Earn Your Leisure. You guys make sure you listen to their podcast. Uh, Tap in on Market Mondays. All the stuff they got going on, man. It's all good stuff that they got going on. At least from what I've listened to and seen. So shout out to them. But I'm about to hit play. Make sure you guys gotta watch this thing all the way to the end. Really important that you do. But here's the conversation I had. Now, before Ian said this was like last year. I mentioned this to the vice president of the company. I was like, nobody's talking about this, but this is important. Okay, I'm gonna run it right now. I'm gonna have to put my mic on mute too.
Have extreme volatility in the market, and the market is just pinballing like crazy and just going up and down. Yes, you can make a couple good trades, but usually it doesn't last. Same thing with long term. So if you're looking at a 3-year horizon, 4-year horizon, 2 would be great. If you're looking to make money over the next 3 months, I will wait and put money on the sideline, especially if it's your last. But if it's not Apple, Microsoft, Google, Visa, AMD, on the crypto side, Bitcoin, if you're in Ripple, I will continue to hold. Cardano, I wouldn't touch the Decentraland. I would, other than that, I wouldn't touch it. Now we're in the finals. We got 2 minutes left.
Okay, had to unmute myself. You guys noticed when he ran through his list of like cryptos, given the state of the market and the uncertainty, he did not mention Ethereum. He's going to tell you why he didn't mention Ethereum in just a moment. Put myself back on mute. And
Left. Mo Williams not getting the ball. Shout out Abdullah. Appreciate you. LeBron's the greatest. I'm gonna go to you. Mo Williams. Mo, I love you. I don't want to smoke.
Shout out to Mo.
Mo can't get the ball. Or Eric. I'll say Eric Snow. Eric Snow can't get the ball. It's clutch time. We got to go to Brian. You have to go to the most quality that there is. And you see, even with Apple, right? Buffett changed that classic Coca-Cola position from 20 years ago, and now Apple is that safe haven. When you see older statesmen in investing begin to park money in a company like that, that is also a sign to think like you guys put in chat. What percentage of Apple does Warren Buffett own and how many shares? There's a reason he parked all that money there. He parked it there for protection. You want to put your money inside of a safe that will not burn down, that will not mold if it gets water on it. Like it's an ultimate hedge, right? So when you see hedge fund managers begin to put a bunch of money in one key position, it's a sign that things are going to slow down in the market and they have to still produce alpha. So if they have more diversification, it means the market is broader, it's doing a lot better. If they hyper focus, usually a sign that the market is going to tighten and things are going to fall apart.
Ian, on the crypto side, you left out Ethereum intentionally, or are you not big on Ethereum long term?
Listen,
here we go.
If Wakanda was real and T'Challa needed me, well, I'll put every resource behind Red Panda and T'Challa. I'm not going to say it publicly, though. What's any different than Ethereum? I've been telling you guys from day one what my entire thesis on crypto was. And I want you guys to understand this, right? Because I'm trying to make sure I keep my
can you explain that reference?
If
You lost.
yeah, that was a crazy analogy.
The founder of Ethereum is Russian.
Here we go.
He can't publicly say in the United States, I am pro-Russia. But if his family's in Russia, who do you think his allegiance would be to? I've been telling you guys since the very beginning. They have tricked the United States American public into investing into assets that are not, this is financial treason. And here's the crazy part. People don't even care. Bro, I don't want to hear that. I don't care about no nationalism. I'm black. Bro, I don't care. They tear the country down. Bro, I feel you. I want y'all to get y'all coins. But if they get okay. And then when all these hacks happen and the information gets stolen, you don't think that they're not using that to their advantage? This is a deeper game that they're playing. And also with Russia, please don't be surprised if, and now we'll stay clear away from this topic because I can hear my dad in my head right now. Please do not be surprised if Vladimir Putin all of a sudden decides to just leave and disappear for a year and then pop up in China. Russia falls apart.
All right. So I'm sure y'all caught that. I think he goes into it a little bit more. I'll let it run a little bit more, but people, and I had this exact same conversation. I'm going to say it may have been July, September of last year with an executive at the company I was working for at the time. We were talking about crypto, just this new money, this new technology, blockchain, all of it. And I said that basically, I didn't say financial treason, which that was actually a really clever way of wording it. But I basically said that somewhere, now I know President Biden just kind of went with these executive orders, but I'm telling you, confidentially, like in the levels of like classified information, I'm sure there's somebody within the ranks and of government in the United States. There's some sort of task force where they're looking specifically into Ethereum and Bitcoin. And the reason that they're doing that, guys, is because The people who control the money control the power. Right now, the United States, the US dollar is the world reserve currency. Hence, the United States of America is the elite superpower, is the dominant nation in the entire world on this earth that we all inhabit. The United States is it. That's because, in large part, because the United States dollar, the USD, is the world reserve currency. Now, if a massive shift that's taking place in the United States, that some digital currencies or money that has been created and people begin to shift and want to own and transact in these digital currencies, then that could be problematic for the United States as a superpower and our position, in the world economy. Moreover, the concern is, and he spoke about it, with everything that's going on in Ukraine, Ethereum, the founder of Ethereum, is a Russian. Doesn't make him a bad person, but what we know is that the United States does not have a friendly relationship with Russia. We do not have a friendly relationship with Russia. What you have not heard from the founder of Ethereum is anything about this situation with Russia and Ukraine. He's been radio silent, at least as far as I know. Like I said, there's been no verbal denouncing of Russia, of Putin, and his actions. That's important to talk about. That's important to note because when we talk about blockchain technology and the anonymity, right? When you're transacting, I can see your wallet, but I don't know it's you. So we're doing business back and forth, exchanging, having commerce and transactions, but I don't know it's you. However, what most of us aren't privy to and what most of us don't have is a VPN that masks our location. So if you have crypto, which for people who have crypto and you're transacting with people, whatever, so whether you're doing it on your phone or whether you're doing it on your desktop, you probably don't have a VPN that says that you're in Vietnam or in Guatemala or somewhere else where you can basically scramble your location and people don't know that you're from the United States. So I'm saying this, that while at least we suspect that there's a lot of anonymity involved. He also talked about the hacks too, and I'll get into that in a second. I brought up the VPN thing for this reason, because if your location isn't masked, while they may not be able to determine that it was me who made a purchase or did something on the Ethereum network, they'll be able to know that it was somebody in America that did it. And if you see the same wallet a few times, the same wallet address a few times, then you can assume that there was a Native American that's doing it. So here we are, tens of millions of Americans are transacting financially, engaging people on a native Russian platform who the United States is not friendly with at all. We're transacting on a native Russian platform that the United States government has no line of sight or any control over. That is a huge, and I mean huge, risk, a huge geopolitical risk to the United States of America as millions of its citizens begin to transact on Ethereum, which is a Russian-based platform that the United States has no line of sight to. I'm just saying. I said this before, and I'm glad he pretty much mentioned it here. Now, he talked about the hacks as well. As we know, OpenSea got hacked. The hacks in crypto are coming. And I did a video where he talked about it was basically up 80% year over year with all the cybercrime and hacks that are happening in the crypto space. Now, as Ian mentioned, what happens if and when Ethereum is hacked, they're taking this information. Who's taking the information? What are they doing with the information? The United States government. At least we don't know. We don't know that they know. They might already have a beat on who it is. But it's important to just talk about like the US version. I don't know if Solana is the US version of Ethereum, but I think it's Cardano. But essentially the US version of Ethereum stands to have a greater long-term impact here in the States because the government, the people who are running it, are going to be under the jurisdiction and the laws of the United States, not Russia, which is not friendly with the United States. So that's a really big deal, guys, and it can't be understated. And I'm not saying that makes Ethereum uninvestable because I had some Ethereum. I've sold it all just because I think we're in a bear market. I think it's going down. I think long term Ethereum seems to be in a solid position, but I don't think it's going to be number one and number two 10 years from now. I think there's going to be something else, and it's going to be U.S. based because the United States government, is going to begin to incentivize, whether that's tax breaks or whatever it is, that U.S. citizens transact on U.S. based blockchains and things of that nature. Just keep that. I'm gonna let this run a little bit more. This video went a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna be, just because.
Part him and GDP.
Hold on. Had to mute myself one more time. I think he was almost done, but
Plan to. Told you guys from the very beginning, the first way to infect and destroy a country from the inside is through the financial instruments. It's not about getting your boots and your war hat on and just shooting your rifle. It's a different game. It is cyber warfare and financial economic terrorism. And if they convince the American people to buy Bitcoin, which is a Chinese asset, quote unquote, Ethereum, which is a Russian one, and then Elon Musk, as great of a CEO as he is Dutch. It's the top three assets. What does that do to our ecosystem? Nike does not sell Iverson in their store for a reason.
Hey man, I think that's a great. Listen. Prudent investors. Again, I'm not saying Ethereum's not gonna should go completely away, but as a prudent investor, as somebody who wants to see the entire picture and make a decision, I'm not suggesting that you do anything with your money because number one, this isn't financial advice. Quick disclaimer: I don't know why I don't get this at the beginning, but this isn't financial advice. Please seek out the help of a licensed financial professional to assist you with allocating money. I'm just giving you some information to consider. But I thought it was well said, right? Like, again, and I just said that kind of in my pre-conversation or my soliloquy at the beginning before we got into the video, was that the country that controls the money has the power. We have the power because we're the world's reserve currency. At the point that ceased to stop happening, we're no longer the world's elite superpower. So keep that in mind and just know, regardless of what you think about politicians, Republican or conservative, there's somebody in Washington, D.C. or at the Pentagon or somewhere, and they're looking at Bitcoin. Because you got to think, guys, why does it even have to be ambiguous and a lot of anonymity around it? Like, for example, with Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, there are confirmed emails from this person. The United States government found Osama bin Laden hiding in some remote location in Afghanistan, Iraq, wherever he was, when they found him and sniped him overnight, whenever that was, when President Obama was in office. The United States has the reach and the resources to almost locate and find anybody. And yet nobody on the planet knows who this Satoshi person is? You want me to believe that? Who the hell is Satoshi? These are questions you gotta ask. Again, I'm a believer in crypto for the long term, but these are questions you really do have to ask yourself. Like, does that even make sense? There's an email server they can almost locate exactly where the emails were sent from if they wanted to. They could come to you and be like, that person was in a 1 block radius of this area when this last email was sent. They could tell you that right now. But yet nobody knows. There's just some mysterious dude that created an asset that's worth over $1 trillion now. He don't want a piece of that. Joker just disappeared. I don't know, man. Seems a little fishy. But I wanted to bring that to y'all attention because, again, as you invest, again, I want to be a prudent investor. I want to see the entire picture. Understand the risk. I'll make my decision accordingly. So I want to make sure you guys understand that as well. And you'll see all this out there. Hey, look, if you found value in this video, please go ahead and smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Let's go ahead and get this out there. Let's help run this up, man. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all go to TICKRapparel.com, purchase you 1 of 4 premium t-shirts or all 4 premium t-shirts that are available on the website. We'll continue to expand the offerings in the brand. And until the next video, man, peace and blessings. I'm out. Y'all take care. Love.